In this video, I'm going to tell you how Conor McGregor is going to ruin his legacy, how he's actively ruining it, etc., etc. But first, we're going to start with what he said. I don't really feel like I could ever call it a day till I'm laid out flat. That's it. In a box, going down into the ground. That's when I'll call it a day. Essentially saying he'll fight until he's dead. Okay, great. Not a great decision. What's going to happen is this, and I hate saying this because on Conor's rise, when Conor was Conor, when he was Conor, bro, I was on board. I was on board full speed ahead. I might have even been leading the charge, okay? Um but seeing what he's become and what he's becoming is very disappointing as one of those people. And yeah, he's gonna rack up some more losses, bro, with this kind of mentality. He's gonna go out like BJ Penn, and I wouldn't be surprised with how he acts if he doesn't get his act together. I could see him getting knocked out of his bar. You know what I'm saying? Like how BJ Penn got knocked out in Hawaii. Just a crazy fall from grace. Just one of the biggest fall from grace ever. And the reason why I say the act together thing is because on Conor's rise, he was very, not humble. He was cruel to Jose Aldo and others. You know what I mean? Conor McGregor was taking shots at everybody. Conor McGregor, on the way up, he treated people like shit. And when he's going to start going on the way down, I think, it's going to get bad. But that's just my personal opinion. And, why do I say this? Why do I say this? I say this because Conor McGregor's not in the gym. Conor McGregor's not living the lifestyle that the Conor McGregor of old lived. He's not living the only training lifestyle. He's not living, back then he wasn't on Lamborghini yachts partying. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't filming movies in Hollywood. He wasn't, coming off of a leg break. He wasn't coming off of a confidence destroying knockout loss to a guy that you beat back in the day. But now guess what? He stayed at it. You know what I'm saying? He stayed going. You were inactive and chasing money and big boxing fights and all things like this, and you got distracted, you took your eye off the ball, and you got passed up. And not once but twice did he come back and kick your ass. And now you're looking at Michael Chandler, who hasn't been where you've been. He hasn't been on the mountaintops, and he wants to be. And yeah, I think Michael Chandler knocks out Conor McGregor when they do fight, if they do fight. And it's tough. It's tough. I hate saying this because there's nothing I want more than Conor McGregor to come in there, hop in, hop out. Chandler tries to close distance, bang, left hand. There's really nothing more I want more than that, but I just don't see it because how could you justify it? You know what I'm saying? How could you justify it when he hasn't been putting in the work the way Chandler's been putting in the work? Michael Chandler lives the life of an athlete. He lives the life of a guy who wants to, be a world champion. Conor McGregor doesn't live that life. He lives the life of a double champ. He lives the life of decadence. George St Pierre was talking about this on a podcast with Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo, pound for pound. One of the best MMA podcast you could listen to is that episode. It's a new podcast, so I'm not saying the whole thing, but that episode, guys, is gold because you have George St Pierre, who's the greatest welterweight of all time, sitting next to probably the second greatest welterweight of all time, Kamaru Usman, and they're having a conversation, and it's just, you got Henry Cejudo there as well. You have three of the greatest minds of the sport, guys. And George was saying this. He was saying decadence and when you live that kind of life. Like, we've heard it before. And I thought of McGregor when he said that because that's the life he's living. He's living, gold pinstripe suit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's living. He's not living. And he's also living the life of a family man, too. He's got to give attention to his kids now. He didn't have that growing up, or coming up, rather. He didn't have that. So, I think it's done. I think it's clips. I don't like hearing this kind of stuff from him. I don't want to see him go out like that. I don't want to see him laid out flat. That I could see. That's like Mystic Mac right there, because he could easily go laid out flat against Chandler. He could be laid out flat against Poirier. Again, Justin Gaethje could lay him out flat. Islam could. Imagine if Islam head kicks some type shit. Like, that would be, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could really go out flat, and then he says, that's it, in a box going down to the ground. That's more metaphorical. But this part, the first part of his sentence, is something that could actually come to fruition, So, both will eventually. But you get what I'm saying. You get my point. Anyways, that's my take on this video. As much as it pains me to say it, I think it's done, bro. I don't think we're ever getting that Conor back again. And it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you agree, disagree, it does not matter. Just join the discussion and follow for more. Thank you.